Welcome back to the channel and a new video, and look at this beauty that has just popped up on Copart. Me and Chris have just been sitting here going through this, but it does actually look like it's spun around and it's done pretty much everything that's expensive on a Lamborghini. But how lovely is that? All the airbags have gone off there. You see the seat had gone off. That back panel looks like that's got a bit of damage on there, Chris.
And panels missing there?
There is all of the panels I think are missing going through it. It's quite up on the miles there. I mean, it's not excessive, but these cars don't tend to get used as much as your everyday car, and that's over 40. Yeah, that does look a little bit bent in the back there. And obviously it's the parts, isn't it? They're all missing.
Yeah.
And the front there, I did notice previously on this, all those broken wires there as well, look.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what I did notice, I think I have mentioned this to you, we'll get to the paint in a minute. Someone's actually put a new bonnet and two new wings on this car, and they've been painted, and they're not actually the right colour. They do look off, we'll look at that later on, but how beautiful is that?
It is an unrecorded car.
It is unrecorded, isn't it?
It does ring alarm bells a bit though, doesn't it?
Well, it's, you know...
Especially that paint match.
Yeah, it's awful, isn't it? You can see it there now. I do concentrate on it a little bit further in. Yeah, that wheel's had a smack as well, so I think it's pretty much had a whack on every corner, but this has definitely got me back into Lamborghini mode. Yeah, look at that paint match. So those of you guys that watch the channel will know previously I had that beautiful Gallardo Performante, and I actually only sold it to buy a house, and as it never actually happened, the house, so I'd love to own another one, but I actually come out £4,000 in front on that car after owning it a year. Yeah, that paint match is awful, isn't it? But I guess you do need to have them on there and blend them. They've been painted off the car. Anyway, I think that's going to be too much in parts, Chris. So
it's a lot of work,
yeah,
and a lot of headache trying to find the parts, isn't it?
Definitely. Let's have a flick through what else is available on the net at the moment. Yeah, look at that Aventador. What a beautiful car. I think the only problem you'll have with that is those seats. When you come to sell it, that's going to be an acquired taste car. I personally really like that, but that is very, very bright.
Yeah, probably not everyone's cup of tea, is it? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, very, very nice. This I've previously seen pop up on eBay. It's lovely low mileage. Do you know the only thing about that I don't like, and I think you'll disagree with me, because you like a black car. I said after having that 360 and Claire having the Mercedes, I'd never have another black car.
No, to be honest, I'm with you. I'm not overly...
No, and look at that inside. I won't be able to get my work clothes in that. No. Look at this next one I found come up. How beautiful is that?
That's a nice car, isn't it?
That's lovely. And that colour's really, really different. I think that's definitely the nicest out of the whole lot, isn't it? Look at that. It really is something else, Chris, isn't it? I'm going to continue to flick through, I think. Now, anyone buying a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, I'm going to be honest, always expects to blow a stack of cash. As a car trader, it's just not in my nature. I just haven't got it in me to go and buy a car and know that I'm going to lose a lump of money. It just can't be done. I got so lucky on that Gallardo Performante because I bought it right. And when I bought it right, when it come to selling it, it made it very easy. And I genuinely come out £4,000 on top with that car. I only sold that car, like I said, to buy another house. And that deal fell through. So unfortunately, the car was gone, the deal wasn't done, the money went into savings. But that's never stopped me fancying another Lamborghini. I've been sitting here going through them with Chris. I showed you just a few there. We've been through Auto Trader, we've been through supercar websites looking at loads. And I've just actually spoken to a guy that got one of these cars coming in Part X for an SVJ. So the guy's bought the SVJ, he's part exchanged this. They advertised it and they hadn't seen the car. Now I've spoke to him, he took the advert down, and he said the car's just not retail ready. And I said, is there a deal to be had if I buy it as it is? He said, mate, all you can do is come and have a look and we'll see if there's a deal to be had. So I'm going to go home, jump in the shower, get changed, and Chris is actually going to drop me off, and I'm getting on the train like I usually do, and we're going to go and have a look.
Change of plan.
So if anyone actually sees me today in London, dressed like I'm ready for work, Chris just looked on trainline.com, 14 minutes.
Something like that, yeah.
14 minutes, he said, mate, you better get going, I'll drop you off now. So I'm actually on my way to the station, and we haven't even bought a ticket on Trainline. I've got to get one from the kiosk when I get there. I've absolutely zero idea what Chris was talking about on Trainline getting here within 14 minutes, because the train is not actually for another 20 minutes. I'm getting pretty excited about it, but just before this train does come, of course, I've run a car vertical, and it's very, very interesting. Let's take a look. So going straight to the car vertical, that is a bit of a concern and definitely needs attention. And that's the odometer on this car. It is a long way away, so I am going to have to actually look into that. But financial and legal, all looks good. And damaged looks good as well. So that does all look okay. Let's go to that odometer and see what that says. Beware, this vehicle may have a fake mileage. Last known mileage, 3,409 miles. 10 mileage records found. And then it says there, rollback. So 19,106 on the 7th, 2024. And then on the 8th, 2024, 3,409. That's definitely going to need some attention, because after speaking to the guy, he told me it had roughly 19,300 miles on it. I want to thank Car Vertical for the continued support on these must-do checks. And you can see there, this is definitely a must-do on a car like this or any other car, because that's brought up there that the odometer needs attention. To benefit from a nice little discount off your check, use the code up on screen now, or hit the link in the description where it will divert you to Car Vertical and automatically include your discount. An incredible day. I want an incredible car, but I am pretty tired, sticky, horrible. It's been a really long day, but it has been lovely to go and see that car, and I went for a run in it as well. Unfortunately, it was no filming. They got millions of pounds worth of cars there, and it was just a big no-no. So the car was pretty much as he said it was it needs those few little bits to pull it together. It's not retail ready. So what I've actually done is left an offer for the car, and I'm quietly confident they're going to accept that offer. And if they do, I'm going to be getting that car £20,000 cheaper than what you can get another one for. So hopefully, if I do get it, you're not going to lose any money. There's only a bit of money to be made on it anyway. Can't wait to get in, have a shower, have a bit of dinner, reflect on the day, and of course start arranging the finances so that if it is accepted, I can just go ahead, get it paid for and get it picked up. Wish me luck.
Well, I've just heard what sounds like a Formula One car coming down the road, so my guess is Rob has arrived with his new toy. I guess he's just letting the gate shut. Whoa. Whoa. What a weapon. That sounds nice, mate. My God, that's loud. Wow. Shall I go and get Dan? I'll get your mic. Or, yeah, I'll cut it and I'll get your mic. All right. What an absolute beast of a car, Rob.
It is, mate.
But I cannot believe you went through McDonald's drive-through in this.
Mate, we've got to have our coffee, haven't we? Chris, just quickly, before we do start looking around this car, and I really, really do want to get this out of the way, because I couldn't have bought this car without Apollo Capital again. Now, Apollo Capital did it for me in the last car, and I'm not giving them a plug because I used them last time they done me a discount, because they haven't.
No.
I tried 3 different finance companies, because I put finance on this car. I tried 3 different finance companies, and Apollo Capital, Seb there, got me £120 a month less than everybody else.
Yeah, it's good,
So
isn't
I'm
it?
putting their details in the description, and I know last time somebody actually bought a car and used it after I mentioned it. So if anyone's buying any kind of car, definitely they're your go-to people to check, and they will get you an amazing deal. I can't believe how much cheaper they was than everyone else. So with that out of the way, mate, what an absolute tool.
I'm going to have a walk round it, Rob.
Have a walk round it, and then, and ask me any questions, because obviously I've been dealing with them, and you're going to want to know about the niggly bits that...
Yeah, shall we cover that first?
I got this car £20,000 cheaper than you can buy another one. Definitely, I think I bought this car right.
Go on.
Let's do it, right.
I think we should.
I just can't help but notice things as I'm walking past. Right, the car is piano white, which is a gloss. But if you have a look, Chris, if you come up close, you can actually hear it. It's actually matte.
It is matte.
And it's a PPF. But if you
is.
look,
there's
a lump out the PPF there, right?
Yeah.
And then if you start looking around the car,
I'll tell you what, it's the edges, isn't
you can
it?
see. Can you see them?
I'm going to zoom in. Is that like a little yellowy?
It's. I'm gonna be honest. It's old. That PPF is old, and that's why it's gone like that.
Yeah.
But normally on a supercar, a lot of people, they PPF the mirrors, tops of the front wings, front bumper and bonnet, or the whole wings. This whole car has got a matte PPF on it.
Yeah.
Now it has protected it, but it really does.
I quite like it, if I'm honest.
I like it as well, but it's very tired. And all the time I own this car, I won't be taking it off.
No.
But I will be getting Kenny to replace that, because it looks awful.
Yeah.
You may have to, you'll have to go on this side, and I'll open the other side to show you what's wrong inside. I say what's wrong, what needs doing.
I'm guessing PPS for one of these is a few quid.
It's probably like over a £5,000 job to have it redone, and
so
it is what it is. But I'm not going to get it redone, am I? So, as you would expect, in a lot of cars, you can see the buttons there, all uniform. But when you get to the driver's one, you'll probably actually feel it. So you push that. It's lovely. Can you see how the driver's window switch is a bit sloppy? And it's going to be expensive, but if you look at your carbon door trim, the handle that you pull down, it's actually got a chunk missing out of it on the top edge. So that's a little bit unfortunate. And this is a massive, massive thing that happens in not just high performance cars, every car with a light interior. Denim jeans are a no-no.
Right.
And that's ruined, that seat. You won't get that off. That seat,
that blue,
is ruined. It's not I don't mean the seat's ruined, but you can't come back from that. No. This seat has got to be reconalised.
Right. Well, we know a man for that, don't we?
I mean, that needs doing. I'm trying to
think. It's
like
a fighter jet, isn't it?
It is like a fighter jet, and that's that's the stop-start button there, Chris.
Yeah.
You don't get that in a Gallardo.
Right.
But
so what is the sort of main differences between this and your... Obviously, it's bigger than a Gallardo,
A Gallardo's your entry-level Lamborghini.
Right.
That is your entry level. I can't say they're the cheap one, because they're not.
No, far from it.
But a Gallardo's your entry level. I'd say the next one up was the Hurricane, and then you go up to this big V12 Aventador. But the prices of these now and the Hurricanes, they're sort of, they're there, you know?
Yeah.
You might get a little bit more of a newer Hurricane for the same sort of money, but it depends on what year and mileage. The mileage on this is beautiful, 19,000.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
And it's got these, I'm going to read it to get the name right, Vauxhall forged wheels. Now these wheels, you'll actually see on quite a lot of new Defenders, Range Rovers, but they're replicas.
Okay.
Because they're so lovely, a lot of companies are making them now and putting them on them cars, and they all look absolutely incredible. Chris, you're going to have to ask me questions. I'm just blown away with it.
So, V12.
What sort of 6.5
horsepower we talking?
700.
Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a lot of horses.
It is a lot of horses. Shall I lift that engine cover?
I mean, is this being too nosy? And don't answer it if you don't want to. What's the insurance, Rob?
It was £860 basic,
Yeah.
and then it was, with Hastings, it was like £700. Do you know, I can't even remember what insurance company I'm with, but I ended up going for the platinum, and it upped it to 960 quid.
So that is less.
But I'm not a young man anymore.
No, but that is less than I'm paying for that Defender.
Is it?
Which is half the money.
Do you know what was really nice? They honoured the no claims for the Gallardo, and that was over a year ago.
Right, that's good.
I've just got to put this seat forward to get to the handle. There's another thing about this car I haven't mentioned to you, and you've probably not even noticed it. It's a convertible.
Really?
It's a Spider. Well, they don't call these a Spider, they call them a Roadster. Right. It's got a metal roof. But there is
look at that
your
beast.
masterpiece.
Yeah. V12. That's why it sounds like a Formula 1 car, mate.
Yeah. Do you know?
Better than a modern Formula 1 car, but it sounds like an old school Formula 1 car, doesn't it? Are these?
They're glass, yeah.
They're glass.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Well, you couldn't have plastic, it'd melt, wouldn't it?
Yeah, of course, yeah, it would get, I
Yeah.
imagine that. And that vents, yeah. So it lets the heat escape, doesn't it?
I've never, obviously I've never had one of these, never played, but see that roof?
Yep.
You keep it with the car. You'd think you'd have to leave that at home, but can you see the join in the middle?
Yeah.
Look.
Ah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Right,
Somehow.
so you've got colour coded there.
Yeah,
so one's a yellow one, one's a blue.
Yeah, and you stick one section in and lock it in, then you lock the other one in.
I'm guessing you put it into section 1 first.
Yeah.
Clip it home. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, that's handy.
Chris, honestly, I'm so made up with it. It is lovely.
That is a beast, isn't it?
I guess everyone's gonna, it's got all carbon, I don't know what to say about it, it's got that much on it, it's so beautiful. Sorry, one other fault this car's got, and it is a huge fault, and I know it would have put off 90% of people. There was no service book with this car.
Right.
But I got straight, we know Eloise at Tunbridge Wells, don't we? There was a bit of information with it. I rung her up, I ordered the service book for it, and I'm sending that off and having it filled in. It's got to go to HRO in Manchester first. Had 5 services there. It actually had one at Tunbridge Wells, and then a couple.
So it's not got missing service history. It just hasn't come with a record of it. With a record of it, right? And did you mention something about a couple of grills need?
Yeah. Sorry, Chris. I did. You're right. I noticed this. Look.
Oh yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah. What's it loose?
No, it's got like a clip on it,
Fixing.
and it's probably been off at some point.
Right.
And it's not back on. But the other side's actually a bit worse.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, it might not be. That might be how it's meant to be, but...
Yeah,
So that's going to want doing. But that's how the seat should look, like that passenger one. Really nice and clean, you know?
Yeah.
I guess that you're going to want to hear it.
I think that's...
If I was you, I'd actually stand where you are or the other side. I wouldn't go around the back because it'd just be muffled. Or do you want to have a quick run out in it?
Well, start it up first. I've got jeans on.
You're all right. We just have to put something on the seat, like cover it up. Right, and this is how you get in it. Obviously, you've got to sit yourself in the seat and then spin yourself round. Keys in my pocket, it's keyless.
Yeah.
Audi key, Chris.
Yeah.
Look.
I bet you, though.
Looks like an Audi key, doesn't it?
I wonder if one of those switches, I don't know whether that would be Audi or not, but... Oh, my...
Isn't it noisy?
That is loud, isn't it?
I'll give it a sec. When I was driving this home, oh, you can hear me now, I'm not shouting. When I was driving it home, a little picture of a Concorde comes up and a piston here.
Right.
And one of them's lit up, one of them ain't. It cuts down to either 4 or 6 cylinders.
Right.
And you just
for your economy, like.
Stand back a little bit, bud. There's probably flames coming out of that.
That is a weapon and a half, mate.
Mate, I am so made up. The only people that ain't going to be happy about that is my neighbours. I'm over the moon with it, absolutely over the moon. And all of that stuff that needs doing, is something that me and you can do.
Yeah,
we can
apart
do
from the PPF.
The PPF, but we can do the grills. We'll have them buttons out when it's like over Christmas when I'm not going to use it,
Yeah.
and I'll get them repaired. This door handle, it is a shame, but I'm going to have to buy one for it.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I didn't actually.
Yeah,
I tried
it
to
doesn't
see.
matter. It's on the
But
top there.
I'm just looking here. I'm just looking at the size of them brake discs.
Yeah, they're huge, aren't they?
I mean, that's a 20-inch wheel, isn't it? Look at the diameter on that and the size of the caliper. Mind you, I guess you need that.
Chris, honestly, I love it. I can't wait to have that roof out and take it for a drive.
Well, I suppose
we're going to have a bit of fun there trying to get them out.
Yeah.
Let's have a run down the road in it, just so that, I don't know, just
yeah,
for the
just
video,
a little.
so that
yeah, but don't
people,
go mad in it.
No, mate,
I don't like speed.
I wouldn't do that anyway. Let's have a
I'm
little
a plodder,
run in it.
aren't I?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, mate, I can't believe it. Oh my God. Oh, gee. Whoa, that's enough, Rob. Oh my good God. Dear, oh dear. That's insane.
It's crazy how it makes
That's
you feel.
insane, mate.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
Listen to the downshift, Chris. I'm not going to go fast, I'm not. Right, you ready?
Yep. Oh. 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 That is lovely.
It sounds beautiful.
That is lovely. Yeah.
And you can drive this car in automatic, and I drove it all the way home in automatic.
I'll say one thing, these seats are a lot more comfortable than the previous one, mate. Oh my word. Yeah. That is a beast and a half, isn't it?
Honestly, I'm smiling inside and out here. Can I have just a little boot?
Yeah, no, go silly.
And no, only up to the national speed limit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go faster than that.
Oh my God! Jeez, that's enough. Oh my word, Rob. I don't know how well that's going to show on camera, but it's quick. That's quick. I'll cut it there, shall I?
Yeah.
Oh my word. Yeah, take me home. I've had enough.
Now, honestly, we're always completely transparent on the channel. Like Chris always says, we ain't making this up. We didn't start doing it last week. We've been doing it our whole lives. And I'm going to put my hand on my heart and say, I was so undecided about making this video.
Yeah, but as I said to you, like you've just said, we are quite transparent.
Yeah.
And we kind of show everything. But also, if you tried to keep it kind of secret, people would find out, wouldn't they, that you bought a Lamborghini, and then it's kind of, well, we've tried to keep it away from our regular like subscribers. Yeah. So it's kind of put it out there, hasn't it? There's nothing to hide, really.
No,
it is what it is.
I just don't want to be in danger of showing off, because it's far from it.
No,
it's not,
no, that's right.
It's definitely not what I want to achieve from this video. And Chris just said, you know, Rob, document it. We're completely transparent. People are going to see you in that car, and they are going to see me in it. And I thought, do you know what? Let's just roll with it. And I guess I'm going to find out how it goes in the comment section. If you guys have got any more questions, any of your thoughts or anything, drop it in the comment section. Of course, I'll be reading through them, and I'll get back to you if you asked a question or it needs to get back to. Just once again, a huge thank you to Apollo Capital. This is in no way sponsored. No. And they've just been amazing. I've rung 3 different places, and I think it was you that said to me, what about the people that did the other car? And I rung them up, and they was like, yeah, we can do that for you. And within an hour, the offer was on the table.
Good company, aren't they?
Absolutely
good
amazing.
Service. So,
of course, I dealt with Seb there personally, and I'll put their link in the description down below. That is going to be the end of today's video, because I want to go and play. Yeah. I do hope that you did enjoy it, and if you did, hit that thumbs up. We really do appreciate it, and of course, it shows your appreciation. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, and of course, if you want to follow us on all our other socials, the links for them are in the description down below. We'll look forward to seeing you all very soon in the next one.